Good morning. It's Wednesday, April 22nd. It's the S&P 500 here, and I'm going to jump right in here. We had the open on the Globex, and ultimately we were looking for a bit lower. They gapped up here at the Globex, reached all the way up to 47.50 right there. And maybe, what is that, 47.75, and then pulled all the way back down here to 30 quarter. That should be no big surprise. Came back up to 49. That was a KP yesterday, and then had a pretty good sell-off. Put in a double bottom at 17 quarter, and then finally, this was really the first real break. And remember, yesterday we said above 50 would be a pretty good sign for higher. And so we broke here, and then 53.75 and pulled back and held here. So that worked out well, and then we came all the way back up here to 65 quarter. Came back and held at this 48.75, which, they use 49 over here. And then the high over here, 76 quarter, pulled back a bit here. So let's look in here. There's a couple of things that let's take a peek in here. They approved a 484 billion $484 billion small business stimulus package or something like that. So the markets may be getting some boost out of that from yesterday. But for now, even though it's been a fairly big bounce, this is still just a bounce. And in the bigger picture, doesn't mean we wouldn't have been buying this part. Doesn't mean we won't be buying this morning, but still just a bounce. Okay, so let's talk a pullback here. So we have key turns. They held this. Let's see what they do here. They might hold key turns right here and move higher. If they don't, we could certainly pull back down here to this 56.50. Or even, let's say, 52, but really wouldn't want to come a lot lower than that, or we should start to see more selling. There's an outside chance of 47 quarter here, and then we'll see, but this is probably the first kind of, well, this is kind of a minor break. And this would be a little bit more significant to bring in more selling. And I mean, it really shouldn't surprise anybody at this point. This is really the first bigger picture target down here. And then all the way down to 26.90. Not at all out of the question. And then we'll take it from there. Is there stuff down lower? Yes, but we'll take it from there. So let's talk about the other scenario here for getting back up above this 71.50. That would be a good sign for pushing higher. And then, of course, we have 83.5. Probably need to watch the middle of these, which would be about 87.50. So in the midpoint between these two, about 87.50. Yeah, so watch in there, 87.50, watch that. So 83.50, 87.50, just watch in this area right here. But pretty good chance they're going to want to bring it up a little bit higher. Yesterday, I think we were saying, yesterday, I don't know, the days all blend together, but we were saying 2800 area on a bounce. That could look like 28.04 quarter today. There's 2801 quarter. These are not prediction points. This is a fib drawn in between the prediction points. So 04 quarter, 01 quarter, maybe, you know, on an initial push up above here, watch that 97.5 and then some pullback, we'll just see. Anyway, if you haven't seen that with the fibs, let me just show you that real quick. So we have the break, they get to the top, 53.75 to the tick right there. And then see how when we pulled back here, we pull back here within a tick, and then move higher, and then pull back here within a tick, and then move higher and pull back here within 3 ticks. This might have been 2 ticks. Yeah, so 2 ticks here, pulled back within a tick here, 2 ticks there, and 3 ticks there. So that works real well with prediction points. You know, we could do that just about anywhere in here. If I put that in here, just trying to get it right there. So there's your first, you know, there's the pullback right there, and they pulled back over here again. Anyway, we can do that a number of different ways. If you look in here, see right there where they came up and used, we'll move this one over here. So I have these set to extend. I made the anchor transparent and not sure that was the right move. Okay, here we go. All right, so see how they came up right here, tested the first one, and then came back up, tested the second one, and then finally came up and broke through to the top one, and then pulled back. This is really common when they break a prediction point and don't pull back and test it yet. It's really common that they'll come to that top price or the bottom one if it's going down. So see here where we broke and then came nearly to the bottom, didn't quite get to the bottom, came back up and tested. So, and if I move this, well, I'll just put this here. If you watch right here, look where this is. So that's 29.75 and that low is 30 quarter. So when they're just probing, they'll probe to this first one a lot of times and then move up. Anyway, so all right, so that's what we have for today, and we'll see you in the live trade room. I'll obviously be active there, and just, you know, we'll stay flexible. Oh look, so they're already breaking a little bit. So watch this. We'll see what this is sorted out. It's 5 a.m. right now, so we'll see what this sorts out by the time the market's ready to open, and might have some answers by then anyway. And as usually is the case, we'll definitely get some answers, you know, right around the open. So I'll see you in the live trade room.